Hey everybody, this is Jim with today's Coaches Clips. A few clips back I mentioned about the show Ted Lasso and about being curious. And I heard a conversation the other day, and there was one person that kept saying, why? Why? And they wanted more details, but it came across that they were almost being critical that somebody would think of doing something that they didn't like or they didn't understand, and it almost became a defense mechanism like, why would anybody do that? They didn't understand it, so they couldn't understand why anybody else would pursue or do some type of activity. You need to look at situations, and being curious is great, but when you ask a why about something, have two or three responses from a questioning standpoint. When you just come back with why, it's like, I don't want to deal with this. This is stupid. It's not for me. Move on. I can't believe somebody would do that. Well, all of our actions, and you can look at great leaders and dictators around the world in the history of the world, people have done stuff because in their heart they felt like it was going to better the situation. And people on the outside could sit back and say, I can't believe anybody would do something like that. But I ask you, if you are curious, ask better questions, ask probing questions so you can get a better answer. If you just look at stuff at the surface level at first blush, you're going to be unhappy with the answer, and you're probably going to piss somebody else off because it's like, God, quit asking these stupid questions because I know what I'm doing. And so I think if you look at it from an intellectual standpoint, that you have great capacity to be insightful, but more importantly, when somebody is doing something that you don't understand, don't ask or question why they're doing it from a defensive or a dislike standpoint. Ask probing questions so you can gain a better understanding. You're built for that capacity. You have the intellectual abilities to do that. But more importantly, I think you should compliment the person and let them know that, hey, you appreciate what they're doing, you find it interesting, but you need to ask them questions so you can better understand it and appreciate them better. Y'all have a blessed day. Find the good in others. Like and share.